have no idea if you're going to like this video or not. As you know, some of my content is quite polarizing. Either you really like it or you don't. If you like this content, you like this video, give it a like, subscribe. Let me know if you would like me to make more videos about this. I haven't quite worked out whether or not this is a good idea. Some of this stuff that I'm going to speak into, I've said myself, so I'm not judging anyone. I'm not pointing at particular clients. There's just patterns that I've noticed with people, but more so myself, that because I've seen it in myself, I've been able to see it in others. So I thought it would be fun to explore it, investigate it, bring light towards it so that you can have a better understanding and I can have a better understanding of why we do things, and just stuff that happens when you're reading other people's minds. People will come to me and say, Raya, why can't I do this thing? Why am I procrastinating? Why am I lazy? This person keeps telling me I'm lazy. And I can always feel this sadness and shame attached to that statement. Let me tell you what's really happening here. I don't actually believe that you are a lazy person or that procrastination is something you have control over. As someone that has experienced this deeply, let me tell you what's going on. Your mind and your body are putting you in a mental and physical state of shutdown, and this is connected to how the nervous system works. So when we go into shutdown, it's like we go into procrastination, we can't get out of bed, we have brain fog, we feel tired and sleepy, demotivated, all of those things that stop us moving towards what we really want to achieve or work on. There's something about the mind or the body that believes that this is the safest mode for you to be in. And this is serious. Like, I notice this with myself. I notice when my body or my mind goes into shutdown and it tries to make me go to sleep. Like, I will just, like, everything turns off. So what's happening is the mind or the body is feeling very unsafe about whatever it is you're trying to do, and it's shutting you down, isolating, and creating disconnection. So to work with laziness or procrastination, you first need to observe it. When is this happening? What's the thing that triggered the shutdown in the first place? How often does it happen? What are the cycles of shutdown? Because it's all connected to how the nervous system is working, and it takes a long time to reprogram the nervous system. The body is so slow compared to the mind. So if you start doing work on this and you're like, but I think I fixed it, but I'm still repeating the pattern, just remember that your body takes a long time to catch up to what your mind already thinks it has achieved. You're not lazy, you're just in a state of shutdown. Learn about your nervous system, get some more information, and learn how to care for it. Everyone has fractures in their mind. And an extreme version of this may be split personality disorder. Now, I know that some people are going to say, that's not a real thing, it doesn't exist, blah, 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 blah. Trust me, it is. Someone tried to... I've had someone try and diagnose me with it, so that's really interesting. This is a real thing, but there are different levels and stages of it. So with my work, with my profession, I read people's splits or fractured parts of their mind. And this, if you want to look at it in a grounded way, is internal family systems, inner child work, process work, which involves parts work, that type of thing. What this allows you to do is actually see the different parts of your mind, the different needs, and the conflicting parts. So if you've ever been in a situation where you're like, part of me really wants to go out tonight, but the other part really wants to go to bed. That's a split. There's two different parts of you at play, and who's going to win? Who's ever in control. Now, all these different parts have different needs, wants, values, personality traits, acting from different ages. They're an actual whole identity in themselves. Everyone has them. The reason I say that is because I've read for so many people, and what I'm doing is I'm reading their parts. That's what I'm really good at. This is how I identify emotional blockages and what's really happening with the mind. Now, a lot of these times, these parts are subconscious. We don't even realize they're there because they've been suppressed, repressed, forgotten about, abandoned, neglected, controlled, whatever it is. We don't understand our subconscious mind, and where do you think we make decisions from? There. So the more you understand the splits or the fractures or the personas, identities, archetypes, whatever you want to call it, of your own mind, the deeper you will understand yourself and why you make decisions. Then you will be making decisions from a very grounded and clear place. One thing that people come to me a lot for is clarity of the mind. Help me make this decision. Why am I stuck? You're stuck because you haven't acknowledged that you have different parts. And these different parts all want different things. And they're fighting for control. One part, whoever is dominant at that time, feels very safe being stuck, being in shutdown, not doing anything, repeating patterns. So just get curious. There are many different parts to your personalities. Some you share with others, some you hide away. The more curious you get about this, the more clarity you will have in making decisions. So if this is you, if what I'm going to say resonates with your own experience, you're not doing this consciously. But I want you to think about it as your brain has convinced you it's a really good idea and to keep doing it. So what I'm talking about is spiritual addiction. If you're someone that goes to psychic after psychic after psychic or spiritual leader or teacher and you continuously loop through these patterns, or even you do course after course after course after course, what's actually happening is there is an addiction to this. So let's come back to if you just continuously see psychics. So what's happening underneath it? Let's start with the person that's addicted to going to see psychics for validation. The addiction is to the fantasy. I need to continue to feed the concept of the fantasy that I'm special. Because if I'm not feeding this fantasy that I'm special, then I'm actually feeling that I'm not. And when I'm not feeling special, I'm then feeling feelings that I don't want to even acknowledge. I don't want to take responsibility for how I really feel, so I'll feed the addiction instead. For the psychic, what's happening for the psychic is generally they're in service to others to people please, which is a form of manipulation. They want to make the other person feel good so that they feel good and they feel like what they're doing is good. And it's feeding their addiction of feeling safe. So if either of these people haven't acknowledged that one is addicted to validation and feeling special and the other one is terrified of telling people the truth, even though that's their job, this karmic cycle plays out and then everyone is in complete fantasy. And this never ever works out. So if you find yourself in either of these cycles, it's happening unconsciously. You're not even aware that it's happening. So you need to observe it. You need to get to know it. Why am I always needing to feel special or be validated or have that sense of I was this person in a past life? I have a part that wants to feel special, wants to be validated. Oh my God, tell me I'm the best psychic in the world. I've even named this part my little Jesus, because I've established a relationship with this part of myself, given it an identity, and I have a communication with it. I know when there's a part of me that's feeling very insecure and it's like, let's get validated. Let's feel better about ourselves. And then I'm like, hey, what's actually happening for you? What am I really feeling right now? Oh, I feel really lonely. There's always some emotion under it I'm trying to ignore or get away from. These are things that you can work on for the rest of your life, but they will dramatically change who you are and how you see the world in a really good, positive way. It's going to be really confronting though, so just get ready for that. So if you found these confessions useful or you would like me to share more, just let me know down below and I will see you next week.